This morning, if you use the popular genetic testing site 23andMe, a new ruling out of St. Louis means a watchdog will be watching over your information.
Our Sydney Stallworth is looking into really what this means for you. And Sydney, this case all comes down to the data, right?
That's right, Michelle Rennie. And that data, by the way, is your DNA. A St. Louis bankruptcy court judge has appointed a new watchdog to oversee the possible sale of 23andMe. And this watchdog will keep an eye on how the company is handling the DNA samples that millions of customers sent in to track their ancestry. Now, here's why all of this matters to you. If you're one of the 15 million 23andMe customers, you've sent in your saliva samples so that they can look at your DNA. But the company now owns those samples and your DNA information. State attorneys generals and lawmakers have warned that if 23andMe sells its company, your data could be sold to a buyer who could then use that information for other reasons. Now, if you're wondering, HIPAA does not protect your information in this case because 23andMe is not a healthcare provider. A legal expert is weighing in on just how easily your data could be passed along.
Even though 23andMe assures everyone that it's going to keep its privacy policy and terms of service intact, there are unilateral amendment clauses that allow companies to change their terms without asking or even sometimes notifying their customers.
Now, here's a little bit of context for you. 23andMe filed for bankruptcy in March and is actively looking for a buyer. And the company said it won't sell to a business that puts its customers' data in danger, and that it's pushed to appoint its own customer data representative to make sure that the sale of this DNA data doesn't violate its privacy policies. But let me tell you, more than 25 states have spoken up against that plan, saying they just don't trust it. That's why a watchdog has been appointed by the court. So what do you do if you don't want your data to be sold to the highest bidder? Here's one thing you can do. You can delete your account. To do that, go to your 23andMe profile, go to the settings, scroll all the way down to the bottom. That's where you see a section that says 23andMe data. Now there you can request that your data be deleted. You can even request your test sample be destroyed. We're breaking down how to do it on KSDK.com right now. Just look in the As Seen on TV section to find out. I'm Sydney Stallworth, 5 on your side.